It is hot, guys. It is very hot here. I put on this lovely shirt just to chat to you because I don't feel able to talk to you in my bikini top. At the moment I'm literally wearing no clothes at home. It's so hot and I'm just sweating profusely 24/7. A few things I wanted to update you all on. I assume you're watching this video, so perhaps you're interested. My flight got cancelled to New Zealand for the second time. My next flight will be on the 17th, so yeah, it's been a really difficult last couple of weeks for me since I found out. Last week I didn't actually get to catch you guys up because I did a different video. I have some really good days of being present and being creative and enjoy being here, and then every other day is kind of like very up and down at the moment just because of the uncertainty of my life, and I really miss my family and my friends, so I feel really grateful to actually be making these YouTube videos and connect with you guys, and yeah, it keeps me sane a little bit. I was reading my YouTube comments. I read them all the time because I feel so grateful to be connected with you guys in that way, and I just honestly love you all. I really just want to say thank you and I appreciate you. I love this little community that I have here. It honestly fills me with so much love and joy, and I feel so blessed. And the other thing is that we have been in lockdown here since last Thursday. There was a really strict lockdown here in Goa from Thursday till Monday. And now it's kind of a little bit more laid back. However, we have been just told to stay home and stay safe, so I've just been pretty much staying home anyway, because before I fly I have to get a negative COVID test. Yeah, so that is my little update. Lots of yoga as always, dancing, ukulele, plenty of crying the last couple of weeks. Lots of video calls with family and just taking it one day at a time. I also just wanted to mention that my heart is truly breaking for India. You guys all know I love this country so much and I love the people, and obviously it's just a really horrific time, and we can only hope and pray that we're all going to get through this. It's just a really difficult time with lots of external noise as well as the internal battle of my flight's getting cancelled. But yeah, I'm pretty good at keeping a positive outlook on life. I feel like it's very important. I'm someone who really relies on my daily rituals and practices in order to find that tiny bit of equanimity. Otherwise I'm like literally very up and down, just trying to be compassionate to myself, because first and foremost we have to be kind to ourselves in order to extend that love and kindness out into the world. So I am trying to remember that and just remind myself that this is still not a normal time we are living in, regardless of where you are in the world. You can obviously see how many people are struggling at the moment. I think the best thing that I can do is just follow the local government's rules here and regulations, of course, and respect them completely, which I ultimately do anyway. I haven't been doing lots of exciting things obviously this week, so let's see what this vlog entails. And okay, that's all.
Live just like the sky. I lived like I was blind. Now everywhere I find you. Now everywhere I find you. Filling up my eyes. I'm here. Everything is changing. I am here, I'm here, I see it rearranging.
my little vlogging camera, my beautiful Canon PowerShot G7X finally gave up on me, which was really sad. I think I could get it fixed, but it's going to take 6 to 8 weeks and I don't even know if it's worth it. Anyway, this afternoon I'm going to give myself a tattoo. I have not given myself a tattoo in a long time, and it is lockdown and there's lots of restrictions out, so I'm not leaving the house much, so I thought, why not? It's time to give myself a tattoo. Yay! I had to shave my legs. I shaved a patch there. I'm just going to do it on my leg on top of my other little avocado that I did. And yeah, it's so interesting. I don't know, all you females out there, what you think about shaving your legs. I don't particularly care for the opinion of males, no offense intended there, but me myself, I have been through a bit of a journey with my opinion on shaved legs. I tried to grow my leg hair before just to personally test myself and my opinion on it, like if I still felt feminine and lovely without shaved legs, and at the time I really didn't like it. I thought, okay, no, it's my independent choice now, I'm going to go back to shaving my legs. But I still think there was just that little bit of society in my ear there telling me, girls should have shaved legs, because, you know, we grow up learning this. I think I shaved my legs from when I was super young, like 12 or 13, without my mother knowing. And then I just always did it. And wow, I have got so much time in my life without having to worry about shaving my legs now, and that's just beautiful. I love it. I love it so much, and I think it's really important to be able to make that choice independently, like come to a stage where we think, okay, why are we doing this thing that we're doing, like shaving our legs and armpits? However, I digress, and I am going to give myself a tattoo now. Woken up and wanted to share some more news. Last night I was checking my emails and I had an email from Emirates and my flight got cancelled again. They've now suspended all flights from India until the 30th of May, so at this stage I'm just going to stop updating you guys. One day I'm just going to create a video and I'll be in New Zealand because it's all just some big cosmic joke at this stage. Rahul came home yesterday with these beautiful chrysanthemums. So nice, hey? Hi, Papa. It's too speedy for me. Hi. Hiya. we came to the beach this morning quite early for a swim, and it's literally dead. Wow, I have not ever seen Arambol Beach so quiet, I don't think, even in lockdown. I mean, the first lockdown, that is. Anyway, I haven't been into the ocean in so long. I'm so excited. Are you excited to get into the ocean?
Yeah, even though I don't know how to swim, yes.
This was a little portrait study I did this week. I had no burnt sienna, so I kept putting it off painting because I had no skin color technically, and very little white. I've ordered some new oil paints on Amazon, but they're taking a little while to get here, so I'm waiting for them. So I thought I'll try a kind of monochromatic, different skin toned, skin color little portrait, and this was just in one sitting. I think it took about an hour. I really like doing these because it's really quick and I don't have so much time to think about it. It's also really fun because it kind of makes your brain think of the tones and values of the painting instead of just the colors only. As you can tell, I did have a little bit of trouble with the eyes. I feel like I kind of should have stopped right about here. I had actually put too much paint already onto the canvas, and there is a problem with oil paint because if you just keep adding paint, it's going to become more muddy and just more smudged instead of the defined lines that I really like. I kind of like how it turned out in the end. I think I could have kept going with the details, but I didn't want to take so long, so just keeping it light and loose. I really liked the way that the hair turned out, using the teal and the rest of the white that I had, the flower in the hair. And otherwise, this is pretty much the final painting, apart from the freckles and the tika that I did not film. Okay, so we have the soaked dal, tomato, onion, green chili, ginger and garlic, and we have mustard seeds, the spices, so we've got the whole spices which we're going to use, and then also all of the powder. And that is basically all you need for a super duper yummy basic dal. Cook it right down until the onions and tomatoes are all cooked and all the spices are cooked into them. That is what it looks like. Make chapati to go with the food that I made for dinner. Like, speaker's dying. Basically, to make chapati, all you need to do, well, a chapati dish, whatever you call it, really helps. So you don't spill flour everywhere. And you just put flour, water, and a little bit of oil to bind it all together. You leave it for a little while, put it into sections, and roll it out. Mine are never quite as round as I'd like them to be, but it depends how much patience and intention and awareness goes into making chapatis for me. Some days it's good, some days it's really bad. So yes, and then that is pretty much dinner done. This is basically our average kind of dinner, you know, either sabji, which is vegetables, and dal, or khichdi and sabji, or something like this with chapati or with rice. It's crazy how much I have learned to make really good Indian food from actual scratch. Yeah, I feel so grateful. I'm really excited to go home and share it with my family and friends.
And I actually think I am even now, but my goodness, these subtle complaints all the time. You just see what's, and so that is its own achievement. And if you don't get it done perpetually because you either have too many steps involved or because you don't take the first action, or I have to share this. This is one of my favorite stories I came across in the research. Have you heard of the story of the bus?
have watched my channel for a little while, you'll know that I really love like oracle cards. I have my fairy cards. I have this daily guidance from your angels, both from Doreen Virtue. I also have another deck of Hindu gods and goddesses oracle cards, which I keep on my altar, and I pull them when I'm feeling called to do so, when I'm doing my daily puja. But otherwise, I can't even remember how I came to be with this book, but it is here, and I thought I would pull us a daily guidance from our angels. So whether that's for me today or for you when you're watching this, I think as a collective being right here on this channel, I would like to pull, it's not exactly pulling, I would like to pick a page for us. So I'm just going to close my eyes, take some deep breaths and just drop into a space of receiving a message from the angels. They're always here with us, regardless of if we know it or not. But it's about just opening the channel and being receptive to that which they're trying to tell us, and I feel like this book here is something palpable and practical that we can actually use to communicate with them, so I love it. And let's just take one big inhale together and really deep belly breath, exhale. 78. Express your feelings in creative ways. So it has like a whole big description, and then it also has thought for today. So I'm going to read it to you. Let's just settle in here because it's quite long. Express your feelings in creative ways. Your feelings are pure energy, like rays of the sun, that desire expression and expansion. Pent-up feelings create physical conditions such as fatigue, irritability, and addiction. So make friends with your emotions today. Honor them all, even those you feel uncomfortable with, and know that each one has a divine reason behind it. When you have compassion and respect for your feelings, their powers support you. Your feelings, like all energies, need to be dispelled outwardly. Otherwise, they're akin to steam trapped in a saucepan that gets too hot and wilts the vegetables you're cooking. Bring out what's in your heart through creativity. The means of expression is secondary to the action, as long as it brings you joy. Your emotions will react strongly to the creative form they want to take, and the possibilities are infinite. You might try photography, jewelry making, tie-dyeing, sewing, writing, singing, playing a musical instrument, belly dancing, flower arranging, drawing, crocheting, decorating, painting, making stained glass, knitting, makeup artistry, embroidery, or anything else that your heart desires. I don't know about you, but that obviously just resonates so deeply with me at the moment with all that's going on. Wow. I honestly love it so much. So now I'm going to read you the thought for today. Thought for today. I express my feelings in creative ways. I allow myself to have fun and give myself permission to play. As I joyfully create and relax, I am recharged, revitalized, and rejuvenated. So I usually just remember the thought of today whenever I do this, so I'm going to write it either in the description box or I'll write it in the top comment, you know, where I usually comment and pin it. And wow, the angels and fairies literally always know what to tell you as a message, or you know, they always know the right thing to say. That really does resonate a lot with me. I hope that gives you a little bit of insight and resonates with you as well. Please let me know in the comments below. So I usually feel called to either pull a fairy card or an angel page when I am not feeling the best. Sometimes I do it daily and it's like quite a light thing, but sometimes it is really specific to that which I'm going through, and particularly if I'm not in a good mood or I'm really struggling and having a dark day, I feel like this really gives me guidance and some like actionable step in order to process what I'm going through, you know, what I'm working on. So I love it. I love it so much. There is like hundreds of pages here, 345. Some days I will like pick one, and if they know that's not the one for me, like do it again, la 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 la, and pick the same one. It happens also with fairy cards, like one will fall out. Generally if you're shuffling and one falls out, like that's the card for you. But you continue anyway, like take note, and then you put them down, shuffle, lay them out, meditate a bit, and undoubtedly you'll end up with that same card again. Like try to tell me magic isn't real, because that is very questionable.
She wasn't in the summer.